everybody, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So today what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to show you what the December Diary Love printable is from kikki.k and how to make it. So this month is a tree jar wrapper template. So I'm gonna make this for you, and I'm gonna try and show you how it works, what I'm gonna use it for. This one's not really one of those ones that I'm going, oh my god, this is so cool, I have to have it. It's a bit like the Christmas trees that came out last month. Sometimes they come out with better ones than others. This is just one of those ones that's it's not bad, but it's not the best one they've done. So what you have to start with is, you have to cut out this tree jar wrapper template. So I'm just going to cut that out. So once you've cut it out, what you have to do from there is you've got to grab hold of some paper. Now I'm going to use the kikki.k wrapping paper. I have it handy. I've been wrapping presents, so it's around. So you need to do, grab your little template thing. I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of shot here, and it's just because the paper's so big. So you just need to cut a strip that's about as tall as your trees. Hopefully I can cut this straight. Let's see how I go. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight, obviously, but you don't want to go make it too thin. Probably okay to go thicker. You're going to cut it out anyway, so I'm not going to cut. Oh, yes I am. So what you need to do is you need to make it as long as whatever it is you're wrapping it around. My particular thought is it's better to go too long than too short. Just get that out of the way. That is so not straight. Oh my god, that's awful. So what you need to do is you need to accordion fold the strip, and it needs to be, each fold needs to be about as wide as your tree. So I'm just going to use the tree there as a guide. You'll see in a minute how completely not straight this is. Should be as wide as the tree. Okay, so I'm a little bit not wide enough. Sorry, a little bit too wide. Now I'm not wide enough. I'm like Goldilocks. There we go. That one's just right. So I need to accordion fold this one. So the good thing is, I guess, that once you've done that first one, you just continue in that sense. So making sure they're all the same as each other. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be back in just a sec. So I'm going to stop there. I'm just going to cut this off. Now, again, as with everything I do, it's not perfect. And you can see how badly my cuts were. So all I'm going to do is, because this is now all folded up, I'm just going to cut along there. And that makes it about the right size. You also got to keep in mind not to make this too thick, or otherwise you actually won't be able to cut it. So then what I'm going to do is you've got to put the tree just there. And try and, if you can, finish this on a white side so that you can then do it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip out all my pens. So this is my extensive pen collection. I'm actually going to wrap this around this tin. So I'm just going to put all my pens down. So excuse me for a second. Don't look on the inside. You can see how much I've been using that. So that's what I'm going to be using as what I'm going to wrap it around. So I'm just going to grab one of those pens, probably not that one, and I'm just going to draw roughly around the outside. And what I've done is I've actually made this too big as we've been doing it, so I'm just going to trace and pull it to the side because we kind of need it to be. You just need the basic shape, you don't need it to be too precise. So then what you do, hope that doesn't smudge, no, I'm not going to. So you need to keep this bit at the side stuck together. I have a really bad feeling this isn't going to work. So you just cut that out. Yeah. And that's what happens if you're not too good with it. So I'll show you a mini one and then I'll come back and I'll give it another go. So there's the mini one. So that's what it looks like. As you can see, I've done a really bad job of it. And then it will sit around the outside like that. Just trying to see if the other bit I did worked. So I'll just cut this one out and see if it worked. I don't think it did either. No, that one's a bit better. We may be able to solve. We may be able to save this, people. Bless you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to neaten this up because it's not quite even. So I'm just going freehand with this. I know basically the shape I'm looking for, so it's not a big deal. Let's see if this worked. Ha! Okay. So the second time around we have actually got that to work. So I'm just going to move all my rubbish off to the side. So then what you're supposed to do is wrap it around the outside of your jar slash tin slash whatever you're supposed to be using. So you just wrap it around like that and you just secure it with glue dots or glue tape. So in this case I'm going to use glue tape. I'm just going to put, well actually it's glue dots in a tape, so whichever you want to go with there. So I'm just going to stick this one down. I'm not going to stick them all down because the tension on it should actually keep them where you want them, but I'm just going to make sure they sit straight. Now of course if you were a bit smarter than me, which I'm not, you could have actually made it so that this sat exact, as in it would line up exactly, which mine's not going to, but it's going to be pretty close. So I'm just going to run that to there, just put a bit of tape on the edge there, and then just stick it down. I'll show you guys in a sec, I know you can't see what I'm doing. And there we go, so it just runs around the outside like that. I've just put that there to cover the hole. It's not quite staying exactly there. Now you could obviously tape this up, like tape each one. I think that looks really cool. I think that would look really cute like on a candle jar, although like this is just a tin from IKEA. I think it cost me $2 or something. If you did that on all of them, that would actually look really cool. So as much as I said this wasn't really a great thing, for Christmas this actually could work. It could actually work really well as a decorating tool on all your thing, and all it is wrapping paper. Like, it's not particularly hard. So that is the Diary Lovers craft this month. The other thing I really quickly wanted to show you guys, I got this when I was in kikki.k last, just grabbing my big bag. And this is what the jar, they want you to put in the jar, is they want you to put this Christmas note. Now, I saw this in store, I said I would show you guys, so I'm going to do that. So it comes in this little really cute bag. I'm so going to cut these little dots out and use them in a planner because they're adorable. So it comes in a sealable bag, so that's awesome. So all you do is you just cut off the top and then you've got your resealable bag. So you just open it up. I'm just going to grab Oh no, they're actually stuck. So I'm just going to read the instructions to you. It says to make 3 to 4 cups of snow, empty snow granules into a large container and add 1 to 2 cups of water and watch it turn into snow. Instant Christmas dough will retain its appearance for many days depending on the conditions and use. Thicker snow will evaporate more slowly than a light sprinkling of snow. So to maintain your snow, mix it every few days with a spray bottle and fluff it up. Just spray enough water to restore the snow to its actual original look. Wet snow will need less misting. So all I'm going to do, just to show you guys what it does, because I think it's so cool, I'm just going to tip it into my hand. Just a little bit. I'm going to shut that so I don't waste any. And I'm just grabbing a glass of water. I'm hopefully going to be able to do this. So I'm just going to put a couple of drops. And you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll zoom in so you can. So I'm just putting little drops into it and it's expanding in my hand. It's so cool. I'm just putting drops so you guys can actually see what it's doing. Plus my glass is really, really full and I think if I tip it on my hand, I'm actually going to spill. So just, you can see there I've just got a little bit on my hand, on my finger. Just putting it, just dripping it into my hand. It's not really working very well. Let's keep doing it this way. So just to show you, I've got a drop of water there. And it just expands. It's so cool. Really is really cool stuff. I think this is $4.95. It's such a tiny expense for how cool this is. This would entertain your kids for hours and hours and hours. So the idea is that you keep putting more water in there and it becomes more fluffy. If you don't play with it, it doesn't get stuck to your fingers. So that is the instant Christmas snow that I said I'd show you guys. If you want to put it in a jar, sort of around this, as I say, if you keep it wet, it should actually last a couple of days. So yeah, that's the cool Christmas snow and the December Diary Lovers Club printable. I do these every month now, so keep your eye out sometime early in January and I'll try and put this up. Otherwise guys, I will see you later in the week. Thanks a lot, bye.